On the 8th of December, we reported on PC Nadia Thurley from Hampshire Police, who was charged with perverting the course of justice. Link to previous report in the description and up here. The 28-year-old appeared at Southampton Magistrates Court in relation to the offences which were said to have happened in the village of Marchwood near Southampton in July of 2021. Now, there has been no information that I'm aware of that explains exactly what Thurman has been accused and charged of, but when she appeared at Southampton Magistrates Court in December, she did not speak, and the case was set to be heard before the same court this month. Well, a couple of subscribers, John and Theresa, who live in the area, attended the hearing which took place on the 6th of January. Their report to me was as follows. Trial of ex-Hampshire constabulary PC Nadia Thurley. We attended Southampton Crown Court yesterday, Friday the 6th of January 2023. The woman has been charged with perverting the course of justice. It turned out that she has still to enter a plea. Apparently, she is playing the psychological card and claiming to be unfit to plead. Judge Henry seemed displeased with the delay, notifying the court of this as the full trial should have started on the 6th. Now the court is going to have to wait for 2 psychiatric reports. As things now stand, the arraignment hearing has been postponed until either the 3rd of March or the 17th of April. A tentative date for the actual trial has been set for 17th of July. It could, however, take place earlier, if it takes place at all, if it can be transferred to an alternative court. Salisbury and Winchester have been suggested as possibilities. Perhaps it is the defence strategy to kick the can down the road as far as possible, in the hope that the charges will end up getting dropped, giving the huge backlog of cases clogging up the courts. Hampshire Constabulary would no doubt be pleased with such an outcome, since their priority seems to be protecting the reputation of the force rather than addressing the corruption and misconduct in its ranks. John and Theresa. So it seems that details are still pretty scarce. Even with John and Theresa attending the hearing, due to the sudden psychological issues, the case was not heard or even outlined, so it looks like it's going to be a waiting game. I have to agree with John and Theresa that it could well be that the late disclosure of mental health is a ploy to drag out the case. After all, let's face it, there are far worse things that the courts need to be dealing with and should be dealing with. Not that that should mean someone gets away with a criminal offence, but as John and Theresa allude to, with the huge backlog of cases, there is a small possibility that this one could potentially slip through the net. I will of course keep my eyes open for more information, and thank you to John and Theresa for their attendance at the court and their subsequent report